And here we go, so the final day of IMLEC, Sunday, and first out of the gates this morning is Marcus Pill with his LMS Mogul.
Engine that side, driver car here. And you can use the brake when you're getting passengers, I've been told. You can do what? You can use the brake when you're getting passengers.
As he was loading up, he was one passenger short, and Danny being a good passenger marshal at the back there. And then guess who gets called over? Yeah. And away we go. The start of what was pretty good run, actually. Actually, very good run.
Didn't quite at that point.
So, on his last lap, we all dropped off in the tunnel. Turned out he used just over £1 of coal to do his whole run. Not the highest average speed, not the highest load, not the highest distance, but a good solid run doing the bare minimum to get round. Then we had Josh with a 7F. Josh made a good start, although I believe left with too much charcoal in the box and the fire fell apart. which is a shame.
Oh, that's 12 past 1. We all took it.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, that'll equal my...
BRP. Thank you. Okay. When you're ready then.
Have a good run.
Right, next one.
This is the only shot I got of Dave Mayle's run, right at the end. Just watch. Notice the wheels on it. That was a shame. He usually does quite well with the speed of his. As it turns out, one of the slide bars picked up on the crosshead. Just a bit of muck, which was remedied in the Steaming Bay. But unfortunately that ended his run there and then. Then we had a maiden IMLEC run from Simon Hudson with a Midland compound. Actually a Midland compound, not just an outside cylinder made of Kent. Actually working in compound. Was seen passing spanners backwards and forwards between spectators and his mates. So not quite sure he was fiddling around with the cab, but something was amiss on the run. Other though, he did have a bloody good run. And it's actually interesting to see a proper compound running. Previous IMLEC winning engine now. So this is Joe Flippant taking Lionel Flippance's BR proposed George Avensis. I think she took 20 passengers in all. Putting in a good show. Burnt quite an amount, which is a surprise, but she did put in a good show.
You sat there for 10 minutes knocking that back and forth. You can't win, surely. Otherwise something's definitely wrong.
Yeah. Paul Hutfield now with another 7F. Pretty good run, clean. Beautiful loco though. 7Fs have done well in IMLEC in the past. They're a heavy freight hauler. They're good for heavy loads. They're small wheels, give them plenty of traction. Yeah, it just ticked along.
Have a good run. Here goes nothing. Have a good one. See you later, guys.
You can go up the bridge. You can go up the bridge.
No, it's not been told at the back. I can tell Richard's on here.
Who's got that?
On one of his laps did pause briefly outside the tunnel for a blow up, but got underway again. And then Glimwintle with his Southern U-boat. Played it safe, I think, passenger number wise. But I mean, what a loco. Stunning model, well driven. A lot of IMLEC experience here in the driver. Made it look effortless, to be honest. Just flawless. And then Steve Eaton was up with an A1. You see, from a spectator's point of view, couldn't hear the loco making a sound. Not even under load or working hard. But it seemed far too light for the load. Several times it was just spinning continuously up the hills. A number of setbacks, setting back quite a way on some occasions. Like a lot of the lap. But a cracking loco. Steve certainly knows what he's doing building these locos. Another IMLEC regular in Ben Pavia with his not quite standard netter. This loco's a monster. He'll pull the side of a house down and make it look easy. Enough said here, we've all seen this loco before and I don't doubt we will be seeing it for years to come as it just walks away. And And now Lionel Flippants with the lighter of the two entrants from the BR proposed that he's built. I've heard numbers in the region. This is about £100 lighter than the one Joe drove. So he did take about half the number of passengers, I believe. But as ever, it just goes and goes and goes. And then to round out the weekend, in a run that basically summed up the event, the heavens opened for Billy Stock. Previous twice IMLEC winner in the previous 2 years, both with a Britannia, but this time entering with a narrow gauge Irish loco. What a bit of luck though. So, as he was steaming up, all hell broke loose weather-wise. It was, bravery from him, the observer, and all of his passengers. But I guess once you're wet, you're wet. It's a shame that you couldn't do the run that you really wanted to because of the weather. But who can say he didn't at least give it a go? And then typically towards the end of his run, the sun came out and it was a scorcher. Not quite enough to dry it up though. But we did get this nice rainbow to end IMLEC at Bristol in 2023. So, what can we take away from Bristol 23? Other than some issues with the dynamometer car and what is quite widely accepted is some inconsistencies and irregularities with some of the data records and some of the runs. A couple of the runs had their data lost entirely. So, not without issue, but as a spectator point of view, very well catered for. The barbecue run that was being run by local scouts, brilliant. The gazebo proved invaluable in the rain. Plenty of opportunity. So, from a competitor's point of view, it was also really easy. Pulled up, parked the car just on to the right here, you can see. Went and got it just over an hour before my run. Got it prepped, met the observer, lit the fire, went for a run. Came back, dropped it, put it back in the car again. The Steaming Bay Marshals were brilliant. Nothing was really ever too much problem for them. Even if your loco got buried in a queue, they would happily shunt around to get it out so you could put it back in the car. Yeah, I can't fault the organisation. Just a shame about the dyno car. Thank you to Budgie, my budgie in the background of this video. It's a shame. It's not a shame, he's quite a funny little bird, really. And now that you may have got bored of watching Billy come past again and again at the end of this clip, be sure to watch out for Chris Eden Green's proper, well-edited, properly put together video covering the event. That'll be coming out soon, I'm sure. I like Chris's videos. Watch out for that.